Hello everyone, my name is Corey LeBlanc and this is my persuasive speech for speech class 1017. I'd like to show my audience before I begin.
Hi.
So how many of you have a satellite TV, a smoke alarm, a water filter, or a cordless drill in your home?
I do.
All are a result of the human spaceflight program. JFK inspired generations when he said this about choosing to go to the moon. We do these things not because they're hard, not because they're easy, but because they are hard. He said this in Houston in 1962. We are now at risk of losing this spirit of exploration because of the lack of money. Kennedy Space Center, home of the human spaceflight launches, is part of the Florida Space Coast where I grew up. I have seen both the direct and indirect benefits of the human spaceflight. I investigated the cost, the benefits, and the trends of human spaceflight. I will discuss the results of my investigation. So what is the problem? Human spaceflight is not being funded to match desired goals. NASA projects often take a decade or more to develop needed technology, but funding is not consistent over time. This forces premature cancellation of projects. We now have a gap in NASA's ability to launch astronauts. We are using Russia to do so. Worse, we are losing the skilled workforce that makes launches possible. A recent study concluded without additional funds, the exploration program instituted by President Kennedy must be abandoned. So what is the solution? Public opinion of NASA is positive, but lacks the understanding of how NASA gets its money. The public still strongly supports the overall effort of NASA. About 77% thinks that NASA's job is important, and about 58% thinks that it's relevant. NASA's budget has been declining steadily. In 1967, it was 4.5% of the federal budget. And today, it's only 0.5%. There are enough resources, and today, the human spaceflight program costs each American about 7 cents a day. By comparison, Social Security, income security, and health care cost about $9 a day. What are the benefits to you? Well, the public does not realize all the tangible benefits of human spaceflight. Space exploration has changed modern medicine, technology, consumer products, and safety. For example, in the medical field, we have the CAT scanner and the invisible braces, and in the next field, technology, we have computer microchips and the power matching chargers. In the optical field, we have the vision screening system and contact lenses that medicate eyes. And in the safety field, we have smoke detectors and water filters. And in the last field, we have consumer products, TV satellite dishes, and cordless tools. And there are many more. Spaceflight programs create jobs and academic positions in science and technology. UCF in Orlando was created to support Kennedy Space Center. It is now the second largest university in the United States, with 56,000 students. NASA's jobs are not just in Florida, but are throughout the US, in Texas, California, Virginia, and others. In addition to tangible, there are many intangible benefits. This includes national prestige and increased scientific knowledge. America continues to enjoy clear global leadership in space capabilities. Robots will pave the way for humans to explore the composition of moons, asteroids, and planets. There is the possibility of a sustained human presence on another planet. Mars has sufficient resources for life support and to fuel rockets for a return journey. It allows us to boldly go where no man has gone before, as they say on Star Trek. NASA's long-term space exploration needs can be met with available resources. Demand action by Congress and write a letter. Require that commitments for research and development be honored. So let's review. Human spaceflight has delivered real benefits to every citizen. To be successful, long-term investments is required. There are enough resources if we make it a priority. So why abandon something so beneficial that's created the imagination of generations, or that's captured the imagination of generations? Write your congressional representative and demand support for human space exploration. Thank you. Now I'd like to show my audience.
Good job.